In addition to having the ability to configure the protections, you can manage the way the notifications function after a protection is triggered. So right now we have two options, both email and webhooks, but later on, just like now, you'll be able to configure new integrations. For example, if every time an application is protected, I want to receive an email notification to ensure that my application has been protected correctly, I can check the email option, and within the settings wheel, I can select which members of my organization will receive an email every time the current project is protected. To implement these changes, we have the option of duplicating the configuration file and making the necessary updates within our specific environment. In this instance, we can observe that the action choices have been included. Additionally, we also have the capability to configure webhooks. To establish webhooks, we will need to perform the following steps. Initially, we must navigate to the organization section, then proceed to connectors, and finally configure a new webhook. In this instance, I am going to give an online webhook a try. As an illustration, we have this website available for testing webhooks, and this is the URL that I am going to utilize. I am intending to incorporate a fresh endpoint into our system. We are going to designate it as test and indicate the URL where we want the webhook to arrive subsequent to the completion of the protection process. Once we have generated the test webhook, we can return to Shield in our project and, utilizing the configurator, we have the ability to select the webhook from the list of available options. In this scenario, we will click on the webhook option to enable it within the messages and proceed to set up the webhook that we have previously created. Furthermore, not only do I want the webhook, but I also want the email to be sent, as we mentioned before. If we now duplicate this configuration file into our project and recompile our application, we will be able to observe that when it finishes, we will have received the webhook on our own server or on the integration tool like Zapier that we are currently using for our project's automation and data synchronization purposes. Once the process of protection is finished, in the event that we go to our site, we will have the ability to see that we have received a webhook notification. The webhook comprises information regarding protection, assembly, configurations, logs, analytics, and our protection secret key, which is crucial for safeguarding our system from unauthorized access. With this webhook, we can set up more dynamic options using an integrator like Zapier.